It's seriously steamed. That missed.
I had to shave it. He reminds me of parsley when he's standing there. Makes me wanna be his specialty. I guess I'm just a substandard girl. But there are nights
Whoops,
when
that
I
missed.
going to sleep. Sweet, you're so sweet. So many things I want. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I wanna be a wonderful girl. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. I'm not simple-minded. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. And I will be a pearl.
It's seriously steamed.
Just as much as I need you.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left. Born on an island in the heavens. The blood of my ancestors flows inside me. My duty is to save the flower from evil deterioration. Yeah. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instincts are the elements that keep me going. I am fighting my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no, no. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you. Won't be fighting, I'll stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself, won't rely on others. Get this power to wipe out the havoc and anarchy. This is my planet, gonna fight for my destiny. Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails. It ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, feel the right, then the worst left. I have no such things as weak spots. Don't approve of him, but gotta trust him. This alliance has a purpose. This partnership is only temporary. Yeah. I will be the one to set your heart free, true. Cleanse yourself of evil spirits that got in you. Be fighting now, stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself, won't rely on others. Freedom will be waiting when serenity is restored. This is my planet, I shall not surrender.
Hello! Welcome to Macho Thursdays number 7, everybody. So we're doing hard mode this week, which is fun. So it's just like 3500, aka heavyweight, hard mode, basic weekly. We've got 23 people fighting, which is actually way more than I thought we would get for a hard mode tournament on a weekly, so that's pretty sick. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. I'm going to go ahead and drop the hard mode change list here if anyone wants to take a look at it while we play through the night and see all these buffed and nerfed monsters that we're going to be playing with. But yeah, so we got 23 tonight. Very last minute entry by Project L. Was able to squeeze them in there, no issue. But yeah, I'm your host, Macho Cheese. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. So, Chicken's Got Hands and Dig Dug. So, as we're kind of going through the night, I'll talk a little bit more about hard mode, all the things that are kind of changed with it and stuff like that. So, we're starting off with a pretty big doozy. Considering hard mode changes. So, we got Chicken's Got Hands and Dig Dug. So, it's Carlo versus That Painting coming up first. So, hard mode is a ROM hack. It's a fan-made ROM hack by Alchist, who's one of the big original members of the Monster Rancher community Discord, stuff like that. And he basically himself, back when we played on emulator, made a ROM hack version of the game that rebalanced the monsters, gave monsters new roles, nerfed some of the higher tier monsters down to a more same strength as Sinosaur or the other monsters. And kind of going off of that here, we actually have Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is a monster that has been changed incredibly in hard mode, where Phoenix in hard mode was given an 18 guts rate, and in exchange for that, its techs are astronomically powerful. Now, we're playing on DX, right? So the main difference here is I'm actually only using the mod that changes the tech values to what they were in hard mode. So hard mode actually went through, it changed, it like rebalanced base stats, lifespan, life types, even how you got techs. That's a little bit hard to do guts rate. So when you have a Switch community involved, it's kind of hard to include a mod that style. But there's a good medium where there is a mod available that just only changes the tech values, and it makes it easy because I'm the only one who needs that mod. So we're essentially playing DX, Monster Rancher 2 DX, with just the hard mode tech values. Now, why that is important is hard mode was not balanced around that. It was not balanced around the DX engine, and was not balanced around the DX guts rates. So why this is really important for Blue Phoenix here is Blue Phoenix has a 9 guts rate, and it has techs that were balanced around a monster who could have an 18 guts rate. So we've actually seen a little bit of Phoenix in hard mode DX tournaments so far. None of them have performed as well as a lot of us thought it might, but again, that could have just been RNG. It could have potentially just been the build, so I'm interested to see how this is going to go. But we do see the Phoenix taking the first game and the second game there, so Chicken Got Hands, living up to his name, taking that first set of the night 2-0. Oh, I actually need to start the damn tournament. But yeah, if you want to take a look at the bracket, we got hashtag bracket. If you want to take a look at the hard mode changes, we got hashtag, or not hashtag, exclamation point hard mode and exclamation point bracket. So yeah, tonight's going to be pretty interesting. There are a couple of Phoenixes, which, you know, I'm not really surprised about, so I'm interested to see if they can kind of live up to the results that a lot of us think they can get in this modded version of the game. But coming up, we don't got a Phoenix. We actually have a Zilla and a Dragon, so we have Duarhan, which is Asdarius' monster. And we've got Nick Ribcage, which is Nash's monster, aka Mr. Moose Bones. I believe I'm spelling this right. Yes, alright, cool. So, when it comes to Zilla and Dragon, in this version of the game, so Zilla was changed. What was changed about him was his recoil techs were made very cheap, had their power levels lowered a little bit. They're still very fucking strong, but body press only costs 20 guts, for example. And funny thing about Dragon, we've known, you know, for a while since DX came out, Dragon's a very, very strong monster in this version of the game. Sucked in the original version of Monster Rancher 2, but in the hard mode version of Monster Rancher 2, it was a top tier monster, incredibly strong. So I'm excited to see how Nick's gonna perform tonight with the hard mode techs. Right now, he's not performing too great. Got hit by that 20 costing body press. Enough to go ahead and KO him in there. Duarhan takes the first game. I'm just catching up on chat a little bit since I've just been talking a little bit. Yeah, sorry, painting. On the tank matchup there right off the bat. So interesting thing about these two is they both have their slots 3 and 4 open, so they're going to be pretty efficient at building up guts if they kind of stay in those back slots. Now, a big trade-off for Zilla's recoil techs being as cheap as they are is they actually have had their self-damage like skyrocket in terms of value. Like if they whiff, they whiff. So they're a very like all-in, I need to kill you like type of tech. Obviously, wave riding is going to be a little bit more deadly than body press is. I think wave riding has a, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it has an insane like recoil value. Alright, tail whip there, doing a little bit of damage. Knocking up does whiff there on the 56. Nick being a dragon doesn't really have a fast guts rate. Neither of these guys have a super fast guts rate. Ooh, body press there, 744. Do we see a grit from Nick? We do actually see a grit from Nick. So Duarhan can swing body press again here if he decides to buffer it. Does not. Alright, so Nick's not out of this yet. Alright, belly attack there, whiffs on the 55%. Oh, hits there on the 53. Nick just kind of standing there. Takes that. Was that 2-0 or 2-1 in the whale's favor? Okay. Alright, so whale moving on right now. So, you know, normally on the weekly we run a double elimination bracket. So Nick's not out of it, Dig Dug's not out of it. Coming up next we have another Phoenix. We've got Beak, which is Potato's monster, versus Eat That Joint, which is Mike's monster. So it's nice to be back. I missed streaming last week, with the holiday and everything. I've been excited for this one. I'm excited to see how this one turns out. So this time we have a Phoenix with a lot more manageable gut trait, where Purebred Phoenix has a 14, and then Ape. Don't really think Ape got like a ton of like crazy changes off the board. Al kind of thought that Ape's kind of like niche is just having incredibly strong basic attacks. So honestly, Al actually buffed Ape's basics even more, which is pretty nutty considering how good Thwack and Slap already are. Now we do see the Rapid Beak there on the 60%. Both monsters are down in the flashing yellow. Neither are in proc power if they have it. Goes for the Roll Assault on the 45. Does hit. Joint is going to take game number 1. Alright, round number 2 here. Roll Assault on the 46, whiffing that time. Beak's got a big guts lead here. This Rapid Beak's going to hurt if it hits, but it does not. It actually whiffs at the 65%. Into the second one, 761 on the crit. 1 hit KO. Beak taking game number 2. I hope everyone had a nice holiday for those who celebrate. Mine was nice. Got to go up to West Virginia and Ohio for a couple of days and just kind of chill with family. I'm not much of a travel person though, so I'm glad to be back home. Alright, Talon's hitting there at 245. Alright, hits again. Joint down in the green. Beak in the flashing yellow. Slap. Best play that Joint could go for here. Do we see Beak Grit? We do not. So, Joint gonna move on 2-1 to winners round 2. I'm Canadian, so Thanksgiving was over a month ago for me. You know, we got, so I had Thanksgiving break last week, so that was nice. And I got about 3 weeks of work, and then we'll get 2 weeks off for Christmas, which I'm very excited for. Alright, so Monkey's moving on. So up next, we've got Out for a Rip, which is Bob's monster versus Will.i.am. Now, Golem's pretty interesting case in hard mode, because Golem's an incredibly strong monster. Like, honestly, probably like a level above stronger on the original version of the game, back when you had to wait 45 guts to attack. He's a little, like, he's obviously still very strong, but he's a little toned down a little bit in the DX engine. So Golem was dealt kind of some nerfs, some buffs. A couple of his techs that were nerfed was things like Brow Hit, just because it's excuse me, just because it's fucking stupid. I think Diving Press was nerfed. I remember that one being nerfed. And then we got Suezo. So it was hard mode Suezo strong. I think Al didn't really do anything besides just make Suezo's techs just a little bit stronger. Probably up the withering. There's a lot of withering buffs in hard mode, which we've talked a lot on Nash's stream, where we think maybe sometimes, well, at least Nash maybe thinks sometimes that there's a little too much withering in hard mode, but it's kind of interesting. Jesus Christ, 682 on the crit. Heavy Slap, a move that was changed a lot, actually. Gets 5+ hit, which is really good for a golem. But doesn't really matter. Will.i.am tanking it, able to KO. So Will.i.am up 1 game. Yeah, Cyclone is... Jesus. Actually, okay, I don't think Brow Smash was touched. I don't think Brow Smash was actually touched at all, which is very funny. Brow Hit is definitely the better move. But I feel like Brow Smash is definitely the bigger, like, fuck you. Yeah, Golem slot 4 is very funny. Alright, every move has crit this game so far, I think. Alright, slap hitting on the 53, 368 damage there, taking over half of Will.i.am's health into the tail assault miss. Doesn't really matter too much. Brow Smash does whiff. Oh, into the tail assault again. Not the moves that Will.i.am wants to be using here. Goes for the spit, not a bad play. Ooh, kiss on the 48. That one's gonna hit. Now, does out for a rip grit. He does not, so Will.i.am taking that 2-1. Alright, so next up, I think the only monster that was made specifically for this tournament, a lot of us just kind of used our DX monsters that we had lying around that we wanted to try in the hard mode mod, is Freya's Kiryu versus Project L's Laputa, which I believe is how I'm supposed to pronounce it. It's not Spanish for prostitute. It's like an actual name. Alright, so we got Dragon versus Golem. We got some big boys here. So we got Kiryu kind of with the more tankier build here with the less power. Laputa with the kind of common 3500 heavyweight stat spread going on. Now, Kiryu has got Dragon combo. Backs up and uses Glide Charge though. I can't lie. I don't know what Glide Charge was changed to. I just know that Trample is fucked in hard mode. Trample, I believe, does not have like a hit modifier. I think it's just even chance to hit, like 0. Alright, goes for the slap, which is probably his best option there, but that does whiff. Alright, we see bite on the 52, that whiffs too. Both monsters have enough guts to attack. Still, brow hit on the 44 does hit. Does Kiryu grit? Does not. So Laputa gonna take game number 1 in a very close game. Alright, I know Freya wants to see that dragon combo, but Laputa does not care. He's going in for the charge. Alright, Akira goes for a charge of his own, does not crit. 522, still a pretty big guts lead here. Wing combo would be great to end things, or wing attack I mean, would be great to end things. I don't think we're going to see a dragon combo from Kiryu unless it uses it frame 1. So dragon combo. Okay. Brother does not want to use it. I cannot remember what dragon combo does off the top of my head. I think it's got like insane attack or something like that. Alright, we see a power from Laputa. Power slap, gonna miss there. So dragon combo. Alright, so its hit got buffed to -8 instead of -20. Force is 70, Withering is down to 21, and then Sharpness is down to 10. So it's just a big boy fuck you move that's not too inaccurate. Laputa not being able to hit much this game. Well, can't really hit anything at all. Oh, he shuts me up, goes for the charge. Kiryu's still in the lead, goes for the glide charge. Laputa's got to walk forward. He's got to do something. Alright, slap at 17. That's definitely the play. Oh, but Kiryu pushes him back, then goes for the bite. Very close set there. Kiryu's going to move on 2-1. Huh. Lots of game 3s tonight. Alright, so next up we've got Birdo, which is Lionel's monster. Which I can't think of Birdo off the top of my head. Oh, it's a zoom. That's fun. And then we got a monster we've seen a lot in competitive here lately. We got Durahan, which excuse me one second. I believe Durahan actually had a finalist placing in Goats tournament this past weekend. I think Durahan got second. But Durahan's a pretty big Macho Thursdays regular too. This is like his second, third, fourth time being entered. We run 3500 here a lot. Oh, big slash combo. 999. Easy one hit kill there. Hard mode zoom the dude. Oops All Zooms is such a funny tournament because it was built up being like, oh, let's really sit down and let's all try to build a zoom that we think is the best one, and it was literally just won by Freeman's zoom spamming spamming firebomb. Brother did not miss at all the entire tournament. It's very funny to go back and watch because it's so fucking anticlimactic. Alright, he's dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh, except for the grit. Like the phoenix blood in him, he rises from the ashes. No. Not fireball, Freya. Firebomb. Or whatever the recoil tech is. Man just hit firebomb after firebomb after firebomb every set. He was on his daggone behavior. Alright, million stabs. Not enough to take it here, so I believe we're going to a game number 3. The VOD's up on Nash's channel if you guys want to watch it. It's a very funny tournament. So it's a bracket tournament, but it's true elimination bracket. So like everyone had an individual placing. So like even though it was double elimination, he's fucking dead, I think. Yep. So even though it was a double elimination bracket, it was individual placing. So there was like a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, etc., etc. All right, 2-1 for the night. One of few of Nash's tournaments that I did not enter. I had a build idea, but I wanted to do an intelligence tank, and I got really bored building it, and I was like, bro, I'm dipping out of this one. Which is really funny considering the monster winning it being a intelligence nuke build. My guy probably would have done okay into that. So we got Chibi Robo, which is Carter's monster, which I believe is Spider Crab. And we have Valimar, which is Stark's monster. We raid Stark every now and again. They play Fall Guys as their main game, but they've dabbled in Monster Rancher a little bit before. So this gives me a chance to talk about hard mode Raki. Now I'm interested to see how Chibi Robo does, because hard mode in hard mode Raki was one of the monsters that was changed the most. So Al wanted to try giving a non-Metalner monster a 6 guts rate, and because of that, all of Raki's techs are balanced around having a 6 guts rate. He's fucking broken in hard mode. You can run him, you can run his subbreeds that aren't 6 guts rate, and he's okay. He's not so broken as Metalner is with its lower guts rate. Like if you get Raki to like a 7 or an 8, he's like fine. You put Raki at 6, and you give him Curse Dance, it's GG's. Best fucking monster in the game probably. Now where that translates is we don't have that guts rate modifier in this version of the game. So Racky's stuck with his like 7 guts rate. So like, you know, he's just gonna be good. Not like the broken monstrosity 6 guts rate Racky is. No, hey, Mock's good in hard mode. Mock is one of the most motherfucker monsters in hard mode. Mock's withering is fucking ballistic. Like, everything Mock does withers so much incidentally. Mock won, or not won, but got 2nd place in the Monster Rancher Battle League Season 2. It was JP's Mock. Ivern made it all the way to 2nd place out of like 90-something monsters. And it's not like just he made 2nd place in like a bracket tournament. No, this was like months of round robins, and you had to move up your rank and stuff. So, you know, Ivern had to keep winning, and he eventually got it up to second place. Yeah, Mock's pretty fucking stupid in hard mode. Now, what's the score here? Okay, was it 2-0? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was 2-0 or 2-1. Alright, so Knight's moving on. Alright, so we're going to move on to Losers Round 2 now. So we're going to keep seeing some monsters that we haven't seen yet. So I just randomized seeding tonight. I didn't seed anybody, kind of, you know, the normal for the Macho Thursdays thing. So we have Mr. Givebird, which is Zanza's monster, which, if I remember correctly, probably has Jill combo. Which is a whole conversation we need to have in itself. So we have two... Oh, bro. This poor bird. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... Jill combo. Let me talk about Jill combo for a little bit. So Jill combo was completely reworked in hard mode. Okay, just fucking watch this shit, okay? And he's in anger, by the way. Did you guys see that fucking guts down? Jill is a legitimate timer scam monster in hard mode. Like, it is insane. So Quiet Snow does decent damage. It does like 60 withering, like minimum. It's fairly accurate. It's got like plus accuracy. Probably best move in the game. And on my like monthlies and stuff, it's a ban move for sure. Like it's absolutely broken bullshit, dude. And it's when it's not your monster, it is so funny to watch happen. And now think you have why I think Quiet Snow is pushed a little bit too over the edge in this version of the game is that we have Jills that have 11 guts rates now. Okay, Givebird though, he's kind of like stop. Alright, double slap. He can just roll him down here. Does proc the Fury though, which might matter a little bit. Could run the Fury out with the double slaps. Well, that's the thing. I don't think people really realized how absolutely insane Jill combo was until the second season of the Monster Rancher Battle League. No one, I think like Nash ran it once before, as far as I know. And I don't think it was until MRBL Season 2 that we were just like, hey guys, what the fuck is going on with this move? Alright, so Givebird moving. I think Givebird's got a good chance tonight. He manhandled that Phoenix a little bit. So, we got Hitara now with Goat Monster coming up. We saw Hitara this past weekend, and I believe we saw them on Monday, which is fun. Tank Tiger build, which is really cool. And we got This one's hard for me to say. Fruit Punch, which is one of Daft's monsters, which is a Golly. Okay, Galley. Golly G. Alright, I can't remember what Fruit Punch build is off the top of my head. Oh shit, okay, yeah, these moves are really good in hard mode. Pretty good matchup for Hatara to run into, though. Is going to be able to tank these pretty well. Some of these Uwu names are tough for me to pronounce. Some of them, they are really shoehorned in there. I know Power Tiger's a lot better. Tiger's really strong in this version of the game. I can't really remember much off the top of my head. I don't think Stab was changed. I guess we can go ahead and... Yeah, pretty much Tiger. I think what Al did with Tiger is he just upped sharpness on like everything. Like I think Blizzard, if your monster is like all the way stressed out, and has like the fame bonus, the stress crit bonus, Blizzard. Oh no, Stab is different. Yeah, Stab is 21 withering and 42 guts cost. Cool. Okay, yeah, so Blizzard has just a base 50 sharpness in hard mode. So with the fame bonus and the guts, or it's not the guts, but the stress bonus, so just full on 70% chance to crit. Alright, so Hatara doing pretty good here. Tanked a couple of those Thunderbolts. Is in the lead and is up a game. Just needs probably like one more attack to hit to be able to win here. But Fruit Punch is building up those guts. So got a pretty big guts lead here. Not really going to be able to tank that. Oh, natural grit into the power. I don't know if he really would have needed power on anything here. Back blow to bring it to a game 3. That's what we see. Alright. Fruit Punch. Staying alive. Alright, straight in there, doing a little bit of chip damage into the scratch. Oh, into the stab. That would have been it there. Does miss, though. Fruit Punch has got a huge guts lead, but he's going to waste it on the Thunderbolts. So if he just, combos these down, Hatara is going to be able to build up its guts. It's going to be in a pretty good position. Withering is keeping it down a little bit, but we see Hatara with a guts lead now. Probably doesn't really need to go for like the combination moves too much. Probably can just kind of go for a couple of bites. Back blow. 221. Sorry, I'm still trying to get over this fucking cough. Alright, bite not enough there. Might proc power. We do see power. Kind of scary situation here. Goes for the stab on the 51. No grit. Hatara moving on. And winner's bracket. Really close game there. Alright, so next up we got two monsters whose names I get confused all the time. So we have Duarhan. So we've seen Arc already once tonight. Versus Hyperiton, which I'm excited to see because it's a power plant, and power plant was buffed a lot in hard mode. Plant was just buffed a lot in general. Plant's a really cool monster in hard mode. So power plant, kind of going back to the withering, power plant has a lot of withering. Well, I guess we already did see a power plant, but it unfortunately had to fight a tank, so this is a speedster versus a speedster. Alright, root combo misses on the 75. Whale's got a pretty good guts lead right here. Goes for the knocking up, and that hits, sorry, on the 56. Sap is probably the scariest tech. There's a lot of scary. I'd still say it's Quiet Snow. That move's nuts. Quiet Snow, Rapid Beaks, regular Beak, Fire Juggler from Raki. Really good. Ooh, belly attack for the KO here, 339. We do see a grit, though. Arcturon can buffer another belly attack. Does he go for it? He goes for it, and that one hits. So Hyperiton's going down. Round number 1. Arcturon taking that first game. I think this is the first tournament where we have seen Jill combo, like in this version of the game. You remember that JP put Will on Coin Flip Roy? So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, JP made a Joker Dragon for the Monster Rancher Battle League Season 2. So look at that fucking self-damage. That shit's nuts. He's going for it again. Well, Freya, I mean, for hard mode. Come on now. Anyways, JP entered a entered a dragon or Joker Dragon in the second season of the Monster Rancher Battle League called Coin Flip Roy. And if you guys don't know about the Battle League, as your monster advanced through the ranks, that did a lot of fucking damage. As your monster rose through the ranks, it got to slowly remove its techs. Well, JP did Basics Joker, very strong, got out of C rank really easy, moved on to B rank, he got Death Final, made his way into A rank, and he ended up just removing his basic techs. So he had a Death Finder only Joker. And his name was Coin Flip Roy, the joke being that it's a coin flip whether or not he wins. His 50% Death Final hits or it doesn't. He ended up, we found out not too long ago, we were talking about the league in Nash's Discord. He ended up having a 50-50 win rate, which is like, you couldn't make a better cap to a joke if I've ever seen in my life. Okay, now here's a fucker monster. Nighton is nuts in hard mode. Metal Shell specifically, probably one of the strongest monsters in the game. So I want you guys to go to the change list, and I want you guys to look up Electric Stab. So Electric Stab is a complete port of one of Disc's moves called Lizard for Monster Rancher 1, because Nighton was Disc's replacement. Plus 11 hit, 31 force, 22 withering, so 45 guts cost, which is like the main trade-off, right? Metal Shell with just Electric Stab and Violent Shell is nuts. Incredibly strong monster, but fucking Joint don't care. he's just getting through this. All right, Violent Shell, 635 damage, a lot of withering down. Does proc power though. Power, slap, thwack, roll assault, all gonna do a lot of damage here. Big power slap on the crit. Does proc fury. I don't think that's gonna matter too much for anything that Uwu can swing. Million Whips is gonna miss there. Roll assault would be pretty good here. Goes into slap range. Does get hit by the whip. All right. Uwu taking it to a game number 3. That attack from Monster Rancher 1 is insane. Yeah, it's called Lizard. I had it in my last Monster Rancher 1 tournament. Disc annihilated with it. Yeah, Lizard's a crazy tech. There's a lot of fucked up shit in Monster Rancher 1. I talk about it a lot. I wouldn't mind running Monster Rancher 1 for the weekly. It's just the only thing is there's no rematch feature, so it makes running tournaments for it incredibly slow, or you just kind of have to resign to doing best of one. Which I wouldn't really mind doing best of one for a weekly, but if I was running like a tournament people were trying to like win, I wouldn't like doing best of one. Potato, though, has some really cool ideas on Monster Rancher 1 tournaments where he makes kind of like the lack of a rematch feature kind of more like builds the tournaments around it. So if you ever want to check out Monster Rancher 1 stuff, Potato, I don't know if you have the VODs up anywhere, but he's a good source for that. Alright, Joint, I was building up Metal Shell, he did not give a shit. Alright, so we still got some more monsters coming up. We got Kid Presentable, which is Fake Life's monster, versus... Alright, we get to see Will I Am again. Yeah, man, no problem. I wasn't paying attention too much. Is that metal? Is that UFO a tank? It is, right? I mean, you're running a golem. That's... He won't be hurting too bad. Okay, so Kid Presentable. Now, I don't know a lot of Bajarl's changes off the top of my head, except that Hook has a 0... Again, Hook was changed to have a 0 hit rate. And that does not matter, because he got killed in one hit by Mystic Combo. I don't know. I'm gonna look at Al's notes on Bajarl. Is he? He's probably dead again, right? Yup. That's all it takes. Just 2 hits and he's done. Kid Presentable. Moving on in bracket. Didn't even give me time to read. He was like, I'm done. I don't want to hear you read. Alright, next up we got my boy, Gulag, who's been kind of my Macho Thursdays, like, little dude I've been entering a lot lately. And so me and Freya, so we got Kiryu coming up. Yeah, go. Your guy had a very close set. It was a really good set. But he pulled through. Alright, so the reason that I wanted to enter Gulag this week is because Rolling Chop is pretty strong in this version of the game. Let me take a look here at the changes. Alright, so it's +1 hit and up to 22 force, which, you know, for it's just kind of like solid as that is, it's pretty nice. Now, it didn't hit there, but once it hits, it's going to be nice. But that 2 bites is probably going to be it. Oh, actually not. Could proc power here. Power Samurai Kick is probably what he wants to go for. Power Rolling Chop on the 51. That whiffs 2. So Gulag not getting very lucky rolls on these 50-50s. Alright, he is up big on Guts right now. Probably can get back into this with a nice Samurai Kick. Goes for the chop instead, and he whiffs that too. Slap on the 59. That whiffs also. And he gets hit by the Glide Charge. He does have Grit. Does not proc it, unfortunately. So, Gulag not hitting a single tech that first match, but we still got game 2, baby. Honestly, Bogwater's build didn't get changed a ton. Oh, there's finally the Dragon combo. So this is death. He's got to grit this. Alright, he doesn't. Doesn't hit a single move that set, so Kiryu's moving on. But yeah, Bogwater's build doesn't get changed a ton. So I didn't think he would be a very fun one to enter in something like this. Alright, so next up we got another dragon, and actually a hard mode DX alumni. We got Golden Brown, who made 4th place overall in the very first hard mode DX tournament. And I still have not learned to put this B on the end of this. So we got JM's Dragon versus Darude. I would have entered Blue Man, but he gets screwed by Shockwave. Yeah, so some techs in hard mode actually had their attack category switched, where some techs went to being like power to intelligence, some techs went from being intelligence to power. To kind of give intelligence Gaboo more options, Al made Shockwave a intelligence attack. Ooh, 61 miss on the trample there. Alright, goes for the million stabs. Decent damage, over half of Golden Brown's health. Yeah, Hidden Sting's a big one, especially in this version of the game. Power Arrowhead not having access to Hidden Sting is pretty nuts, considering we know how good the the fan dub Sacred Combo is. Both of these subbreeds look dope. Yeah, I really like Garuda, the Phoenix sub on the Durahan. Very cool monster. Alright. Apparently slot 1 might be cursed, y'all, because Golden Brown hasn't been able to hit a single thing either. Alright, Darude taking game number 1. I love Intelligence, Gaboo, and HM. Acid Spit is so crazy. We saw, if you are a viewer of the channel, we saw an Acid Spit Gaboo do really well in Pokemonsters 2. Much like most of the monsters in that tournament, thanks to the zoom lens item, which allowed them to have max skill in a format where you couldn't normally have max skill unless you spec'd into that specific item. But yeah, so Acid Spit on Gaboo is really funny. So it's up to -10 hit, a little bit less force, and then Withering gets bumped up to 50. Alright, Golden Brown, Trample. Quick game 3, he's moving up 2-1. Alright, and then finally, last round of Winners Round 2, we've got Astroman DX. Last monster, final monster that we haven't seen tonight, at least in this tournament. And then Valimar. So we're going to have a Durahan battle. Going to be drawing Darude. That'll be cool. I'm excited to see that. If someone ran a hard mode tournament. So I've been thinking about just doing more hard mode stuff, like for the weekly, just with like the common formats around here. We're going back to vanilla next week, but we have it'll be a fun format. Won't be just 3,500. So we saw Astroman DX this weekend, and Goat, you're in chat. He won your tournament, right? Alright. Not too much going on right now. It looks like these guys kind of have similar builds. So Astroman taking that first game. Pyrosmon won, Darude got second. Gotcha. And of course, I'm pretty sure, like, unless it just can't call for it, I'm pretty sure all of my one-off tournaments are just going to be hard mode from here on out. Alright, well, Astroman's a tank. Yeah, he's not dead from this. Big Guts lead now. Goes for the jumping stab on the 58. 680, no crit. I don't really know how jumping stab has been changed. I know it's a sharp tech. So jumping stab is +5 hit, 34 force, 11 withering, sharpness is up to 25, and then but it costs 40, where it used to cost 26, which I'd say is a pretty good trade-off for all those buffs. Alright, Valimar looks like he's going to bring it to a game number 3 here. Lots of Durahans today. Lots of dragons. Alright, million stabs. Not a bad move against the speedster. Does 515 on the crit. Puts him down into the yellow. Dude. Oh, he switched to swing from slash combo. Astro Man would have been so dead. Can go for a power swing here again. Probably will kill. Yeah, 514 on the crit, and that is it. Valimar continuing on. I actually don't know if I ever raised a Durahan on hard mode proper. I don't think it was until DX came out till I raised the Durahan. Okay, let's swoosh on over here for a second. So, setting in winners, we're going to give winners a break right now, but setting in winners, we got Give Bird, Hitara, Arcturon, Eat That Joint, Kid Presentable, Kiryu, Golden Brown, and Valimar. So, we're going to move our way up to Losers Round 3 here, which I believe will be top 16. So, we'll move our way up to here, and then we'll kind of start top 16. Go from there. So we're going to start off with Astroman DX, who we just saw, versus Dig Dug. I'm sorry, Painting. You have not had the luck factor in Macho Cheese tournaments lately. So, I talked a little bit about Pokemonster Stadium too. If you're in the chat and you did not watch that tournament, so it was a tournament where it borrowed a couple elements from Pokemon, where each monster was given a type, and based on what their matchups, their type matchups, they would get more points or less points for beating another type of monster. Painting entered a really good Intelligence Naga build. Like, Intelligence Naga is like an actual like monster in hard mode. It's like definitely usable. And it just kept running into a bunch of steel types, and it won a decent amount, and it got like no points for it. And this is not a kind matchup either to little Dig Dug here. You're finally home. Well, I'm glad to hear you made a home save. Alright. Twister Slash here. Dig Dug's got a really big guts lead though, so yeah, that's not going to do a crazy amount of damage. Jab combo here, doing 186. Not the most, does proc anger, but right into the face drill. That all those guts are going to go down the train. Yeah, 20 guts there. No anger on the face drill. Alright, going to kind of keep Astroman in check there. Back down in the 20s in his guts. So going back to Raki earlier, are the techs generally weaker to accommodate their normal faster guts rate? So they're weaker in terms of like damage output, I'm pretty sure. Like everything's like really accurate, but like pretty weak damage wise. We can go back and look at them again once Chibi Robo's match comes up. Root attack, okay, it's going to root attack to run down the clock. Dig Dug, bringing it to a game number 3. But yeah, for the most part, unless the move is just like purposely designed to be like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. I think Al kind of lowered Raki's damage output pretty significantly. But where Raki was great is he just had the lockout game from Curse Dance. But like things like Fire Juggler kept it staying like high damage. Like Explosion, I think Explosion might actually be more damaging, funny enough. Alright, Dash Slash. Astroman not really able to hit here. Root Attack probably not the move that Dig Dug wants to go for. Dodges the Slash combo. Yeah. 70 Force and 70 Withering. Alright, Painting. You don't gotta live vicariously through nothing yet, because your boy's moving on through winners 2-1. Alright, next up we got Gulag again. Let's see, hopefully he can hit a match. Or, sorry, hit a tech this match. Alright, so Gulag's coming up. And versus Nick Ribcage. So he's got to fight another dragon. Alright, Nicky C. So me versus Nashy Boy. Yeah, Curse Dance has... Yeah, I think it's like 80 guts. It's something crazy like that. They're just kind of dancing around in slots 3 and 4, just building up those guts. Alright, he hit a move. That's fine. That's all I wanted. It's going to run down his guts here with slaps, though. Wing attack, doing a decent amount of damage. Nick Ribcage still does have the lead. Dodges that one, though. Alright, now... Wing attack here to retaliate. Misses the 70% on that one. Samurai kick to end it here. Pretty good move to end things with. 58 on the dodge. So Nick's not out of it yet. Does get in the lead, I believe, with wing attack. Power here. Can matter if Gulag decides to hit with his basics, I think. Goes for Samurai kick on the 56. That's going to hit. Pretty decent amount of duts down. Lots of damage there thanks to the power. 1 second left. Gulag takes game number 1. Yeah, so the strat with Raki basically was to literally, oh, that weathering's gonna hurt. It was to literally, so we played regularly with tech removal back in hard mode. You would just get Curse Dance, that would be the only tech your Raki would have, and you would just run a tank, and you would just murder everybody. Oh, dodges the tail whip there on the 54. Samurai kick to end things here. He hits it. No grit, so Gulag. Definitely his moves that match. Got a couple lucky dodges in there too. Moving on 2-0. It's the loser's run, baby. He's almost done it once. He can almost do it again. Alright, next up we got Will I Am. Versus Beak, Beak, Beak. So I think unlike the last couple Macho Thursdays, I've been kind of under the weather. Finally starting to, I mentioned it the other day in Natch's chat, finally starting to get over the sinus infection that I had. It's been a horrible sickness season for your boy Macho Cheese. Mother Nature does not want him to be healthy. If you don't get hit by 3 lasers. The most lasered man in the game. Oh, he does dodge. Oh, he does get hit that time. 5-month window of help. I hope so. I'm out of fucking sick days at work. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. Alright, dodges that I-beam. I think tomorrow I will get... So I get half a sick day every time I get paid. So I think once tomorrow rolls over, I will have half of a sick day. Which is something, I guess. Alright, game 3. Alright, dodges the telekinesis. Beak, Beak, Beak's at a pretty good guts lead here. Rapid Beak's probably killing a crit. Does dodge regular Beak into the Rapid Beaks. 792 does kill on a crit. Beak, Beak, Beak. Moving on 2-1. Alright, so we got UFO again. And then Bob, your boy's coming up. We got Out for a Rip. Alright, so 2 Metalner subbreeds fighting it off. Now, I was talking up UFO a lot earlier, and it's a strong build. It's buffed. He's already a good build in DX proper. He's obviously going to be a stronger build here. He's just not optimized like for the version of the game that we're playing right now. Can we improve our record of 0-4? I believe. Alright, electric whip on the 49. That whiffs. That electric whiffs there. Did they fix clap attack? Now, when you say fix, what do you mean by fix? Oh, okay. So just like viability wise? I don't know. Let's take a look. Alright, Rip wins the first game there. Alright, so clap attack is 12 hit up to -7 hit. 30 force down from 33. He didn't dodge there, by the way. Withering us up to 15 from 13. Sharpness up from 20 to 18. And then it does cost 23 instead of 26, which, like, you know, those little minute guts changes are pretty important for Golem. I mean, Brow Hit's still just better. Like, but actually, is it? It's not a cheaper alternative, right? I don't think so. Alright, big brow smash there. You brought up electric stab. What do they do? Electric stab is lizard. That's what electric stab is. Alright, so 2-1 in favor of Out for a Rip. So Bob, is that his first set win? Yeah, alright. Good for you. Alright, so next up we got Hyperiton and Loki. So we have another plant. And then we see another golem. So one power plant's surviving in Blacket. Let's see if the other one can. Said Blacket. Sometimes I get a little bit of like a lisp if I'm not, or speech impediment, whatever you want to call it. I get tongue-tied every now and again. Alright, same stat spread. We've seen these boys a couple of times. We've seen, actually, these definitely, we've seen Hyperiton, I think. This is like his third time on Macho Thursdays, and then Laputa, this is like his second or third time. 1 and 3 over 2 tournaments. Gotcha. So it's got the Mojangles record. No, Mojangles might be doing worse. Mojangles is not a good monster. So, dude, look at this withering on these slaps. Slaps was given withering, by the way, which is really neat. Like, so Plant honestly has probably one of the more useful basic attacks in the game with slap, and he was able to lock Laputa out there of attacking like pretty well with it. Alright, so Laputa's got a grit here. No grit. Hyperiton winning that first game. He didn't even win a game on Monday. Lumpy didn't do too great. I think he went 1 and 2. But he got kind of a higher placement in bracket because I think he had a bye. Alright, they're just kind of chilling right now. Alright, big slap doing over half health. Into a second one. I don't know if this will kill if it hits. It doesn't hit, so Hyperion's having 99 guts at a huge guts lead right here. Can roll down slaps. 7 withering. Does proc the power. Can keep going. Ooh, misses that one on the 59. Puts him in plant combo range. Goes for another slap. That one misses 2. He's got a ton of guts to swing though. Alright, and Hyperion. Power plants are staying in it. Moving on 2-0. No, I didn't really do that great on the second month of the DXBL. I think I Skid You Not got me some points. He put me up to 40, which I know Macho's complaining about not doing well. Yeah, definitely nowhere near as well as I did that first month. Alright, Fruit Punch coming up. And Birdo. So, like, trying to think back on hard mode tournaments, not a lot of people ran Zoom in hard mode, but I'm pretty sure all of the tournaments that I remember Zoom winning, which is 2, which I can't remember the tournament he raised them for, but an old player in the scene, Abeth, you guys don't know him. He stopped playing once DX came out. Ran a Zoom Intelligent Zoom Pixie, and it won a tournament at one point. And then we talked a little bit about Freeman's win earlier. I got close to winning a tournament with my Zoom Suezo in the food fight tournament that I ran, where it's kind of a running joke at this point, but it's the tournament that Nash won with a Mochi. But yeah, every Zoom that I remember doing well, like really well, was Intelligence. Or at least winning was Intelligence. Yeah, Abeth was a insanely good player. Most you've got from one tournament is 6 from middleweight week 2. How much? I got a lot of points from heavyweight with winning, and I think I got some extra points with, like, you know, going like 5 and whatever and undefeated and blah blah blah. Like, in all honesty, I think I'm fine. Like, I don't really think I'm not gonna make it out, but I want that little cushion there. As many points as I can will help, in my opinion. Alright, Birdo bringing this to a game number 3. Yeah, a lot of those... Jesus Christ. Alright. That keeps happening, where we have like really close games 1 and 2, and then one of the monsters is just like, I'm tired of this, and then they just end it on game 3 in like a second. Alright, so Fruit Punch moving on. A lot of the... Where are they from? I think it's a lot of players from the Philippines. Because a lot of them, I think, played on their phones, mostly. Once DX hit, like, they are out. Like, they are just done. Like, Tix doesn't play anymore, Abeth doesn't play anymore, Rand doesn't play anymore. And it kind of sucks, unfortunately, because they were all really cool dudes, and they were all super duper good at the game. Yeah, Tix is a funny guy. Yeah, Tix raised a ape that made it all the way to S rank in the Monster Rancher Battle League Season 2. Power Garden Fresh, the ape plant, Power Ape plant. Alright, so we said once Chibi-Robo popped up, we're going to take a look at Racky's changes. Yeah, so kind of scanning them over right now, it's just the common theme is really insane hit, a lot less damage overall. Yeah, see, he had Bombo, the reggae plant, and and S rank as well. Alright, so even after the reel wearing off, Chibi-Robo does go down, but he does grit. He just needs to hit something here. Well, probably maybe a couple of things. Kick after the reel, not enough to do it, even on the crit, but this one should. No grit on Chicken Got Hands side, so Chibi-Robo with the grit comeback taking that game 1. You might make Late Overture DX for a Thursday. Would that even fit? L-E-T-O-V-E-R-T-U-R-E. I guess you'd have to shorten it a little bit, but yeah, go for it. I don't think I'll make anything specifically for the weeklies for hard mode. I'll probably just use dudes that I've already got. But yeah, I'd be down to run specialist hard mode. You know, like welterweight or middle. Actually, fuck no, I don't want to run welterweight. No, thank you. But like maybe middleweight lightweight hard mode probably would be fun. Oh yeah, so Bio, for those of you who don't know, Bio entered the second season of the Monster Rancher Battle League as Genki, and he raised a Mochi, purebred, all these are purebred by the way, a Suezo, a Mochi, a Golem, and a Hare. And his Suezo, named Suezo, made it to S rank. $21. What are you talking about? What stat cap is that? Suezo's good, man. In hard mode, Suezo's he's good in DX. He's really good in hard mode. Chibi-Robo takes this 2-1, by the way. Oh, Uwu Wait. Now just call it Uwu Wait. That's its name. No one's calling it 2100 hard. 2100 whatever. Alright, so yeah, Chicken Got Hands. Another Blue Phoenix. Doesn't live up to the expectation. He thought Selvius copyrighted the term Uwu. Oh, maybe Freya has to like pay Selvius to use it in her document. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, definitely with tech deletion, Blue Phoenix should theoretically be a monster. Somebody entered... Let's see. It was in... What? Hard Mode DX. Somebody entered a Blue Phoenix. But they gave it like 669 life. And only had it have rapid beaks. So it was kind of a meme build. But I also think it almost made it out. $10 per use. So is it every time I read one of these names, I have to slowly like feed Lily and Selvius like money? They're gonna shake me down. Oh, Freya, I meant to tell you this earlier, by the way. I saw your message, but I was kind of like dozing on and off, so I forgot to reply. What you sent me looks really cool. Freya's sending me some behind the scenes stuff for this league that she's about to put on, and just showing me some graphic stuff for it. And it looks really nice. It's like a joint custody child. Stelvius has it on the weekdays. Lily has it on the weekends. Yeah, go. Yeah, I can link it right here. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, I don't think Druid's going to be able to get out of this one. Alright, so Dig Dug wins game number 1. And then Dab babysits the child for a couple. It's just this little polycule taking care of their little baby uwu. I think that's the correct term. I don't know a lot of shit about multiple like multiple groups of people dating at once. That is correct. Alright. I know a little bit. Dude, Plant Golly is such a cool looking monster. But yeah, no, Freya, this looks really nice. And we do see a grit. These plants have been gritting. Alright. Does need to put on a decent amount of damage here. Face drill on the crit might be able to do it. Would have done it on a crit. Oh, power to run down the clock and the guts regeneration here. Can maybe do it on a root attack, but decides to back up. Darude bring it to a game number 3. I need to work on the stream graphics for Spin the Wheel. I have still yet to decide whether or not if I'm doing like a fun intro for it or anything. We'll see. I will have time to work on it over Christmas break. These face shields are not hidden. You did not need to do that, dude. It has 239 life, you monster. Never mind. It's basically like it didn't get hit at all. Alright, Dig Dug's got a pretty big hole to dig itself out of. Didn't mean to do that, but I just kind of walked into it. Alright, it's gonna need like plant combo or face drill to get back into this. Probably like face drill into like a root attack might be able to do it. 65 here on the it's out. It's done. It's it's done. Alright, Darude winning 2-1. Alright, so Googleog's coming up again. Fighting off versus Beak, Beak, Beak. Good luck, Potato. Alright, let's see how this goes. Gulag is a little tankier than most builds, but he does have that lower accuracy, as you can see. Alright, a couple dodges there for Gulag though, so he's staying in this pretty well. Got the guts lead now. Alright, finally lands an attack there. Oh, pretty big crit there, 299. This one's going to do a lot less if... Never mind. It critted again. Alright, Beak. Oh, does dodge there on the 50-50. Rolling chop to end things. Misses that. Beak, Beak, Beak's got a big guts lead here. Does get hit by this rolling chop. Oh, does grit, but it's not going to have enough time to do anything. So Gulag. Wasn't looking great for him there at the start, but kind of got the comeback there at the end. Hey, Carlo. Sorry, chicken didn't do the best today. Jesus Christ, I did a lot of damage. It kind of got stuck using flame cannon over and over. Okay, game 3. Alright, all comes down to this. Alright, Chop misses there on the 44. Rapid Beaks with a Guts lead is going to hurt about double Gulag's Guts and whiffs the Samurai Kick. I think Rapid Beaks might just be a one-hit KO. But he's taunting him, man. He's like, look at me, I almost got 99 Guts, dickhead. Oh, dodges the 60% though. Rapid Beaks, this might kill. 999 on the crit, but we do see the grit from Gulag, but Beak might be able to swing another Rapid Beaks here. Goes for the rolling chop retaliation. That does whiff. Alright, this is going to be an uphill battle for Gulag, and he's out of there, ladies and gentlemen. Beak, continuing on. 2-1. Alright, so continuing on, we're going to have Out for a Rip. Good games, Potato. Alright, we got Bobbert's Monster, Out for a Rip, and we have Hyperiton. That is not going to have Hyperiton come up. Oh, yeah, poor Gulag. He did pretty good his debut tournament where he got second. But since then he's kind of been shitting the bed a little bit. That's okay. He lost to what? A dragon and a phoenix? Those aren't bad losses. If this new golem I'm raising asks for one more potato, I'm beating him in the head with one. Maybe he'll eat it in one bite. Like if you throw it at him, he'll just eat it. So you might be just giving him what he wants. What are you raising a golem for? Honestly, save for a few people, many of our heavyweights have struggled this week. Mario Max for lightweight. What do I have to raise? I'm raising a monster for Blood Spectre's thing. So I ended up going... Actually, I don't know if I want to say. I don't think I'm going to say, actually. But I started on the build last night. I got the intelligence scum down to 1, which was a chore. And so after, dude, this plant will not stop gritting. It don't matter. He said, "Get the fuck back down." All right, 2-1 in the golem's favor. Yeah, so I got my thing for Blood Spectre started. I got the intelligence scum down to 1, which wasn't crazy hard. It started with a pretty low intelligence stat. And after paradoxins and stuff, I was able to get defense down to 25. So essentially, I only had 26 points of wasted stats, which in a format like that, it's not terrible. Of course, I'd like it to just be 5 with its 1 and 4. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm hoping it'll do pretty well. He heard you threatening the other golem with a potato, and he's just like, oh, I don't want that. I've got my list down to my minors for the PBL, and I think I need to make a new middleweight since mine keeps being shit. I don't think I'm going to make any new monsters for the DXBL. I think all of mine are strong enough to win. They're all strong enough to make top 16 at least, and that's what matters the most. I kind of want to make a Kamui for Stark's thing that's coming up, because Tank Kamui is allowed. And I've never raised Kamui. So I think that would be pretty funny. Trying a really cheap loadout for lightweight golem. Most expensive tech is uppercut at 21. That's probably pretty interesting. Are you trying to go for like what's like the idea with the build? Are you worried about speed, or are you trying to cover both, or what? All right, quick 2-0 for Chibi Robo. Alright. Just cheap powerful text. Cool. Okay. So, here's our top 6 team. Pretty, not too bad of a night so far. You know, we're about, I don't know, halfway done? I don't know. I'm not very good with, like, tournament scheduling when it comes to brackets. But, so we got Give Bird, Hitara, Duarhan, Eat That Joint, Kid Presentable, Kiryu, Golden Brown, Valimar. Oh, hold on. Oh, I guess we do technically. It's only like a top. What? Fuck, dude. I don't know. Hold on. Top something. Anyways. And then Darude, Beak, out for a rippin', Chibi Robo left over. So, let's go ahead and see Mr. Givebird again, who is my vote for the night of... has a really good chance of winning. And then Hitara. Oh my god, he got another tank. That's fucked up. I think he's fine, unless he gets hit with the Joe combo. Right now, he's just getting the shit slapped out of him. Bite is not the move, though. That'll be sure. I don't know. That didn't do a whole lot of damage either. Okay, not enough to kill there on the combination. Can go for a second one. That's probably it. God, 52 guts down without anger. So fucked up. What's even worse is Hitara has power, I believe. $61. Alright, so Hitara does have the guts lead here. Still. But it's going to go for its basic techs. Scratch not going to be doing a ton of damage. Another Quiet Snow will just probably end it. 1-2 straight. We didn't really talk about 1-2 straight. 1-2 straight got buffed pretty hard. At least in the damage department. I think it's like buffed up to C damage. It's a pretty strong basic tech. I think it costs a lot. Yeah, it costs 19 now. Oh, dude. You could 1-2 straight into Jill combo if you have the guts. That's fucked up. Alright, Hitara. Bring it to a game 3, though. I mean, I guess, you know, that's technically something that you could do in the regular version of the game, too, but... Alright, so Jill combo opener here. No crit, 61 guts down. So Hitara is going to have about 25 guts by the time the animation's over. Mr. Givebird sitting at about 9 guts here after this double slaps. So combination going to do a decent amount of damage here. 261, no crit, little bit of withering. I don't know. I think if Hatara can kind of just stay close, I think he's got a pretty good shot here. Oh, guard, which we don't see a lot, but that actually might be kind of nutty. Well, I don't know. He's going to run his own guard out with the double slaps. I think guard could have been really crazy there if Hatara started swinging basics. But he kind of fucked himself over there. Goes for the power bite. Enough to kill on the crit. I eat my words. Mr. Givebird falls 2-1 in Hatara's favor. Hatara moving on to top 8. Alrighty, next up we got Duarhan versus Eat That Joint. I really like Joint's build. I know a lot of people, for the longest time, you know, people were just kind of like the de facto 8 build was basics, grab, throw, roll assault. I honestly really like just basics and roll assault. No, dude, this is so fucked up, though. Power tail lashes misses on the 76. It's a pretty big miss there. That was over 3/4 chance to hit. Into the slap finisher. Does whiff on the 64. These monsters are whiffing these pretty accurate techs. Oh, body press does whiff there, doing only 2 damage to himself. Dodges the thwack. Oh, belly attack there. 429 on the crit. No withering. Goes for the scratch on the 47. That whiffs too. Alright. Joint did a lot of damage right out the gate, but he hasn't been able to close this out. Goes for a roll assault in the 53. That whiffs too. He wants slap. He wants thwack. Something that's a little bit more accurate than roll assault. Slap on the 52. Old knocking up. That misses too. These monsters cannot hit each other. Joint's got to do something. Got to at least roll down the clock. Old scratch is going to hit, and that's going to be it. Duarhan. Buzzer beater scratch there. Taking game number 1. Yeah, I like swing throw too. But I think if you're... so I think if you want like a really pretty consistent like 8 build... probably basics and roll assault is the way to go.
Flying from both competitors.
But I'm a fan of swing throw also. All right, Mike has power. He could probably end it here with a thwack. Oh, he could definitely end it here with a thwack. 400 damage on the recoil. Power slap to close things out. Mike has not hit a move in forever. Actually, he might have hit one at the start of this match. I can't remember, actually. Scratch to end things off again. Mike rolls out of the way. Slap again. This monkey cannot hit. Mike, do something. Tell your boy to do something. Throw him a banana. Oh, belly attack to close things off there. Duarhan, despite those pretty close games there, Joint was just not able to close it out. I think I kept calling him Mike. He's just too slow. He's just too scared of the world around him. Alright, we got Kid P coming up next. Versus Kiryu. So we got the K battle. Not Kirksu. Mike is the scientist, not the monster. I'm really surprised, by the way, that there's only 3 monsters whose name include Kiryu in them. This man be charging and gliding. Or I guess gliding and charging. Alright, kid's got a pretty... This man cannot miss this fucking move, dude. What's the sharpness on this thing? So, +7 hit. Oh, it only went up 5 on sharpness. That's not a ton. I mean, 40% after all the bonuses is a lot, but it only went from 15 to 20. I don't know. Bajarl is a monster that I don't know shit about. In base game, in hard mode. No interest in the little guy, sadly. As much as I like him, he's a very cool build, or he's a very cool monster, and I love his subbreeds. Or, like, I love it when other monsters are mixed with him. But as raising him, fuck that. No thank you. Alright, Kiryu dodges everything. Game number 2. Moving on up to top 8, 2-0. It's Dragon Week here again on Macho Thursdays. We had Dragon Week last time too in Macho Thursdays number 6. Alright, so now we got Golden Brown, and Valimar. Never raised a Bajarl before, but they sure look fun. I should give them a try. We should all give it a try. That's a new copy pasta if I've ever seen one. There you go, everyone. Have fun with that. Alright, quick work there for the night. One 0 in Valimar's favor. That's our raid. Okay. Shake. We're probably going to raid Unholy. I think he's streaming. I think he's streaming Dragon Quest. Which I'm really excited to play, but I asked for it as a Christmas present, so I can't play it until Christmas. Which makes me a little sad. Oh, he was streaming earlier. I guess he probably got off. Yeah, I think it came out... Technically, it's out in Australia now. He did Liza P. It's that Pinocchio game, right? Yeah, Valimar's been doing really good tonight. I don't know if this is the special spawn that has, like, the crossover text that it can't normally have. Oh, swing. Wow, 600 damage on the crit swing. Closing it out 2-0 for Valimar. So Valimar making it into top 8. Golden Brown falls down to losers. Pinocchio born. I know what that is. Like, it aptly describes the game, but it's also a very funny phrase. Alright. We got Eat That Joint coming up. Trying to stay in bracket. So he's in losers now. Fighting Darude. So these are all matches for losers top 8. Yeah, we can take a look at Swing here in a second once I get the match going. I think Swing is called Home Run in hard mode, which is very fun. Let's see, Swing. 23 Force up from 22, 8 Withering up from 5, and then 10 Sharpness up from 8. Yeah, so just kind of nothing crazy, just, you know, a little bump up in numbers. Alright, while we're looking at that, Joint wins game number 1. Alright, misses that one there, so Drew's got a pretty big guts lead here. Million stabs on the guts lead is going to hurt. 409, no crit. Joint has enough guts to use any of his techs now if he wants to. Ooh, slash combo, you don't need to do it to him. Does whiff there, slap and retaliation. 284, little bit of withering, decent amount of damage. Thwack could do pretty big numbers here, so could roll assault. That does hit. That's probably going to be it. And Darude is out, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody in between. Monkey moving on to top 8. This is the second raise in a row. Yeah, I know. Once you're raising that stress, you got to be really, like, careful about the dates. You got to look out for that birthday. Be like, you don't get a birthday this year. Sorry. Alright, so we got Mr. Givebird coming back up versus Beak, Beak, Beak. So I believe this is the first non-tank monster Givebird has fought tonight. Let's see if Give Bird gives the bird the bird. Alright, pretty good damage on that crit double slap there. Ooh, it's going to put him into power range here. I think he's just going to roll these doubles. Okay, game number 1. You don't need Jill combo. You just need 3 basic techs. Let's see what they did the double slaps. Alright, so double slaps is just 1 more point in force, and it's +4 on hit now. Alright, Rapid Beak's not doing too much there. They're about pretty even on health. Alright. Goes for these double slaps again. Ooh, 1-2 straight. That might be enough. Yeah, on the crit. 562. Givebird moving on 2-0. Making top 8. Alright, so next up we got Golden Brown. Versus Out for a Rip. Bob, your dude's been done a pretty good job making the losers run so far. So what? He would have won out round 1 of winners? Yeah, so he went out round 1 of winners, and he's almost fought his way back up in the top 8. Brother, I respect it. You know, keep your trap shut. I'll say it though. Boy, it sure would be crazy if Out for a Rip went out losers round 1 and made it all the way to top 8. Oh shit, look, I already cursed him. Mods, ban him for language. This is a very twist and turny battle. Oh my god, nobody can hit now. Oh, brow hit at the very last second. Takes game 1. Yeah, 2 Bites has a good animation. I think in hard mode it's called Devour, which is a really good name. I'll be honest, as much as I love hard mode, not a fan of all of the name changes, but Devour, very good name for a tech. Home Run, very good name for a tech. So 2 Bites. Wow. 873 on the crit there. Golden Brown fighting for his life. What did Al do to 2 Bites? Oh, got a pretty big damage buff in exchange for less hit. Sorry, Bob. Your boy tried his best, but he goes out 2-1 at 9th place. So we have another dragon making their way in the top 8. No. Sorry, baby. I just calls them as I sees them. Alright, Kid P. You know me. Going up against Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo, I think himself, has actually made quite a bit of a run, too. Did he also go out losers round 1? He did. Yeah, he's also going out round 1, potentially making top 8. Yeah, so obviously, despite Raki's, lower damage output, he can still hang, for sure. But we won't really see like the actual potential of like legal Raki and something like this until someone runs like one of the 7 guts rates ones. The nice thing about him is just how much more accurate everything is. And he finds weapon throw. He finds a way. Little homie will not choose anything else. Alright, hook there without the crit. Chibiru actually still in the lead here. He's still setting on a weapon throw. Finally decides to change it. All he needs here is like a spin kick, just anything. He just needs to swing. Goes for the punch, 54%. That does whiff. Might run out the clock. It does because Kid Presentable backed up into Mystic Combo. No, Bob, your guy did good. I mean, 9th out of 23 is still like nothing to sneeze at. Alright, spin kick to start things out here. A little bit of damage, decent amount of withering into the hook retaliation. Big boy damage there, 486. Not quite enough to put Chibi Robo into power range. Heavy punch on the return here, 390. Don't actually know if Kid Presentable has power or not. He doesn't really need power there to KO in that situation anyways. Anyways, game number 3. Hold on, here. Wow, I can't believe Chibi Robo lost winners round 1 and is almost in the top 8. Aw, dude, if he would have gotten the crit there, the bit would have been so good. Alright, Twister Slash doing 560. We have confirmation from his rancher that he is a crit nature, so no chance to get power there. Hi, Basil. Are you up from your nap? Are you up from your nap? Them's the breaks, folks. Kid Presentable making top 8, 2-1 over Chibi Robo. Enter Bagel into... Her name's not Bagel, it's Basil. Funny enough, she does get called Bagel a lot, though. People mishear the name. Alright, so let's take a look at our top 8 here real quick. So congratulations to everyone who made it as far as they did. Again, 9th place is nothing to sneeze at in a 23-man bracket. Still pretty good placing. But moving on into top 8, we got our friends here, Hatara versus Arcturon, Kiryu versus Volumar, Eat That Joint versus Mr. Givebird, and Golden Brown versus Kid Presentable. Alright, so I'm going to real quick throw up this next match, and then I'm going to try to take Basil out to potty, because she's been napping for a little bit, so she's probably got to go. Now, sorry if you guys get stuck on the match screen for a while. This is a Tank Tiger versus a Recoil Techzilla. Could be over pretty quickly. We'll see. I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and throw the match on. Wish there was a super slow-mo button for situations like this, but whatever. Hey, you gotta go potty? Alright, I'm back. I saw that the tiger went through the window. Alright, so game 1 goes to Hitara. You know, you think with how I've been streaming on a semi-regular weekly basis now, I'd make my Be Right Back screen again. I haven't got around to it. That's a dead dog. Never mind. Oh, on the grit comeback? Alright, Hitara taking that 2-0. Winning it a spot into winners finals. Congratulations, GOAT. Alright, so next up we got Kiryu and Valimar. Alright, and now I took the dog out to go potty. I gotta go potty. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back again, baby. Oh, wow. Good timing on my part. Girl, what are you barking at? Alright, round 1 goes to the knight. If you ask me to make the best Pajaro build for a non hard mode 3500, I don't think it would be the kid presentable build. I don't know. Brother, good luck on that. That dude's got like a bajillion texts and all of them do the same exact damn thing. Well, that was quick. Alright, Stark, I don't know if you're here right now, but your boy made it to winners. Alright, moving back on down to the losers. We got Eat That Joint and Mr. Givebird. I saw Mr. Krabs. Alright, so Joint's got a really slow guts rate, so if he gets hit by one Jill combo, it's probably good game. Like, to be quite honest. Slap's not doing bad work for him, though. Does get the anger. Alright, whack. Oh, very close to closing things off there. I think the big guts lead prevented that. Can just go for slap here. Does double slap with the anger. Oh, actually outside of anger. Only did -3 guts down. Dodges that one. Joint just needs one more move. 1-2 straight. That's probably going to close it. Yeah, 443. Like I said, that's a big move, but Joint has the potential here on the grit comeback. He's in a slot where he has got nothing, though, but Give Bird is going to run the clock down and KO Eat That Joint at the same time. So Give Bird staying in at 1-0 so far. All right, Roll Assault opener. Pretty good chip damage there, 302. Oh, Jill combo whiffs. All right, so, you know, one bad thing about Jill combo, if it does happen to miss, that is 50 guts down. All right, Slap to do a little bit of chip damage here. We does proc the anger, though. Another Slap, not the move that he wants in this matchup. Wants Thwack, wants that Roll Assault. Just is hard committing to this Slap strategy. Can Roll Assault here. Double slaps, a couple of them will KO. Oh, Jill combo in the 54, that whiffs. Joint's in a really good spot right now. Just needs to do anything. Alright, we're going to a game number 3. So, Fake Leg, I don't know if I've ever asked you this. Is Bajarl just like your favorite monster? Or are you more so just like interested on trying your... Dude, this is so fucking over. Are you just interested in trying your best to make it work? Alright, 2-1 there for the Jill. Alright, next up we got Golden Brown. It's one of my favorites, that's all. Also Plant. I like some low tier boys. Cool. I respect it. I really like Jim Bajarl. I think if I sat down and tried to make some sort of competitive Bajarl, that's the one that I would go for. The only Bajarl I've ever raised was on the Japanese version of the Switch port. I raised Hurry Up, the Ultrarl. And it sucked. It was 3,500 for the original season of the Speeble, and I don't think he won at all. All right, 1-0. Speaking of something winning, Kid Presentable, up 1-0 so far. Alright, Mystic combo can just close things out. Yep, one hit KO there, 735, just enough damage. Kid Presentable staying alive in the bracket, 2-0. Alright, so next up we got Kiryu versus Mr. Gift Bird. Surely Dragon Combo will still one-hit KO, right? I don't know. Kiryu doesn't have maxed attack. And Gift Bird definitely has max defense. It'll be close. They don't start in it though, so it's very unlikely that Kiryu is just every match, he just guns for that glide charge no matter what. Didn't do shit, by the way. Alright, 1-2 straight, do some decent damage here. We've seen it put up some pretty big numbers. 652 on the crit, puts Kiryu down into the yellow health. Goes for another glide charge. No crit there. Decent amount of guts down at 13. Jill combo on the 55. You don't need to do that, brother. Goes for it anyways. I respect it. Double slaps. Ooh, dodges that too. Kiryu is about 50 guts lead here. Tail whip gonna do a decent amount of damage. No chance to proc anchor. Can't just roll these down. Decides to back up into the wing attack. Ooh, 79 damage, not even triple digits there. Goes for another 1-2 straight. That does whiff. Kiryu's got a little bit of a life lead here. Ooh, Givebird's backing away into the nothing slot. Oh, and nobody swings anything. Kiryu gonna come out on top in that first game. Dude, I'm sad the first Speeble, a lot of it's just lost the time because that was a good ass time. Oh, okay, let's see how much this does. Wow, only 376. I did not expect it to do that little. Misses the Angry Jill combo. The one night where we did Pictionary with all the Speeble monsters was very funny. I was reminiscing with Nash about that the other day. Alright, Kiryu finally gets hit with something. Oh, I guess I probably still have all of my guys, don't I? Alright, 1-2 straight to close it out here. Whiffs. Givebird's got another chance here. He's got to swing something. Oh, Kiryu's going to run the clock out with wing attack. Kiryu's going to win that 2-0. Giveberg just cannot close it out, despite getting really close both times. Alright, Duarhan coming up. Versus Kid Presentable. Alright. Let's see if Kid P can... Kid P. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. I'm starting to get a little sleepy. This is for what? Yeah, they're fighting for winner or loser semis right now, so... Givebird ended up getting 5th place, and whoever loses this is going to end up getting 5th place. Well, you know what, Bio? My monster was the most winning monster of everybody, even though I did ass overall. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Odd right now is terrorizing the Uwu Weekly that Lily's been putting on. Odd is not a new monster. Like, he's new for this version of the game, DX, but Odd's build is really old. And it's the same exact build that I did before. It was very similar, stat cap. Dude was an absolute terror. He lost once, I think, maybe twice in the entirety of the season. Alright, despite the grit, Duarhan's going to win that first game. Yeehaw! What's up, Nashy boy? We're fighting for loser semis right now. Neither of our boys did very great today. Alright, Mystic combo here. That's been like Kid Presentable's that's been like his forte of the night. No crit so far in this set though. Yeah, you went with Nick. Alright, knocking up is gonna whiff there. Yeah, you did Nick, I went Gulag. I think Nick went 0-2, Gulag went 1-2. But it's been a pretty interesting night. Everyone's gotten their first taste of hard mode Jill combo, which has been pretty fun. Ooh, knocking up on the crit there is going to take it. So Duarhan staying alive, making it to loser semifinals. Kid Presentable out at 5th. Yeah, Hook's pretty crazy, but honestly, all night, Mystic combos was the tech that was putting in work. He got so many one-hit KOs with that thing. Alright, so we got a big kaiju battle again. So we got Kiryu versus Duarhan. Oh, dude, raising stuff on the Switch, big stinky. No, thank you. I'm glad I don't got to do that shit anymore. Now, I understand not everyone can play on the Steam version just because of what's available to them, but oh, if you get the chance, switch over to the Steam version. It's so much better. Holy shit, it makes playing this game so much more tolerable. Alright, power. What's different on the Steam version? It's just, I mean, one, there's mods so you can skip training drills now. It's just, resetting is way quicker on the Steam version. You don't have to play the Nintendo Switch. Which, like, I mean, Monster Rancher 2 runs fine on the Switch, but, like, you don't have to deal with Joy-Con drift. You know, all that bullshit. He's fucking dead, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, 999. Yeah, you can use the advanced viewer. Alright, quick 2-0 there from Duarhan. Alright, so Duarhan making it all the way up to losers finals. So let's go ahead and do winners finals. So, just like we always do on the Macho Cheese channel, as soon as we get our butts to winners finals, grand finals, and losers finals, we like to do a little predicting. So I'm going to go ahead and throw up a 1-minute prediction for you guys. So go ahead and be on the lookout for that. Alright, so prediction should be live. So we're going to have Hitara, and we're going to have Valimar. So what our top 3 is a Tiger Pixie, a Purebred Durahan, and a... what you call it? Azilla Tiger. Alright, you guys like Hitara? You guys like Valimar? Also, like, I don't know how people feel about this, but you also have access to Cheat Engine. I'm not fucking grinding money in this game ever. Fuck that. No thank you. I'm not fucking going on errand trees for Paradoxin. Fuck that. No thank you. I'm a grown-ass man with a job. I'm not fucking grinding for gold peaches. No thank you. Well, whatever. You know what I mean. I will raise my monster 100%. Everything else in the game? No thank you. Alright, now this is best of 5, because we are in winners finals. You know, I will combine my monsters legally, I will raise my monsters legally. When it comes to items and shit like that, all that is wasting my time. Yeah, if anyone wants the cheat table, hit me up. After I saw Bob like struggling to get irritators and stuff, I was like, I can't let this man live like this. I mean, the cheat engine table is pretty easy to find though. I've like included it on like every hard mode tournament that I've ever ran. Now, if you guys use it to try to be stupid to try to cheat your monsters, that's your own fault. Because probably most of you guys in the community probably will not cheat a monster very well. You gotta at least play the game a little bit. Big ol' stabby stab. What is this? 1-1 right now? No, actually, I like the raising experience. For the most part, unless it's some like dumb, complicated bullshit. Because I just like, it's just nice. It gives my hands, I guess it's just kind of gives my hands something to do. Like I like putting on a movie or a TV show or a podcast while I do it. But no, like the item grinding part, money grinding, nah. Alright, 2-0 for Hatara so far. Or sorry, 2-1 for Hatara, excuse me. You've caught people cheating. Dude, it sucks when you catch people cheating. I felt really bad for Pyro when he made that crazy ass Hopper build and everyone was just like, is this even possible? You know, finally we kind of figured out that it was, right? I think Nash finally sat down and he's the person who like mathed everything out. But everyone was kind of like, I and Pyro, and we were just like, brother, what is this? Alright, so Game 5 Winners Finals here. Game 5 is over. Hatara makes it to Grand Finals. Congratulations, GOAT. Alrighty, so Mr. Hatara is making it to Grand Finals. Very close set there, 3-2. So that means our losers finals is going to be Valimar and Arcturon. It's been a fun night. Kind of started out a little bit more like by the books commentary stuff because, you know, we were talking a little bit more about like the in-depth workings of hard mode, but you know, kind of gotten a lot more chill as the night's gone on. Alright, so prediction's going to start for these guys. So do you like Valimar better or do you like Arcturon better? Alright, so go ahead and start betting. Oh, shit, dude, what happened? That's not good. Well, I hope everything turns out all right. Did you do something at work, or did you just get really pissed off and it burst? I don't know. Yesterday, every time I blinked, it felt like there was pressure on my right eye, and I woke up this morning like it was completely bloodshot. So, Casey's had an issue before where she's had an issue with a condition called uveitis, where it was kind of something like that, where it was like pressure in her eye and it was like bloodshot, which is probably worse than a blood vessel, so hopefully you know, it's nothing that crazy, but yeah, definitely something you need to go get checked out. Made his face too long. Yeah, she actually had her eye doctor appointment about that yesterday, and as far as they know, her uveitis is gone. But what you're saying is kind of similar. It sounds similar to what she had. But then again, it could just be a blood vessel. I don't know. I'm no doctor. Alright, looks like Arcturon's going to take this first game. Valimar had me there for a second. It's a good way to have every person you talk to ask if you're okay. You lost the new copy pasta. I think I have it copied still here. Let me see. Yep, I do. Alright, Archeron's got a shit ton of guts right now. Valimar can pretty much KO here with anything that he wants, though. Swinging at 39% is pretty crazy just because of how big the guts difference is. 2 belly attack KOs. Oh, misses that one on the 63. I don't know, Goat. Both of these guys look like it can be pretty scary for your dude. If I was you, honestly, probably the Durahan. Like, I know he does have slash combo, but, like, the other guy has wave riding. So, you know, pick your poison. So basically what they did for her, Nash, if you think that's might be what you have, is basically I think she just got like special eye drops. Oh, big power knocking up. Gonna put Arcturon in the lead 2-1 so far. You made a copy pasta channel? Okay. Glad to be of service. Oh, slash combo really has not been putting in the work tonight. I feel like all the slash combos that we've seen for most of these guys have been big old whiffs. Oh, not enough to KO here. Valimar's still in it. Alright, Valimar's got a grit. Alright, he's grit. You can't really see him because this big ass whale's in the way. Oh, and the third belly attack 50-50 in a row. Arcturon's going to win that 3-1, moving up to grand finals. Congratulations, Stark, on your third place for the night. I always like seeing Durahan do well. Wasn't slash comp? Yeah, it was a little bit. It needed to be honest. A slash combo is such a good move. I know it costs like 30-something guts, but there's so little time on whiff that, like, yeah, you spend 30 guts, but you get so fast back into the game. Like, that move is nuts. Slash combo is one of my favorite moves in the game. I think it's a really cool designed move. Probably a little too much, but I really like the whole thing behind it where it's just like, it's fine if I miss this move. Like, it takes me like a second to finish the animation, if that. Alright, so Arcturon and Hatara. Oh yeah, and also the cool animation definitely does a lot for it too. Okay. Alright, predictions going up, everybody. So we got Hatara, we got Arcturon. Now, Arcturon has to win 2 sets because he's got to knock Hatara into losers first, and then he's got to beat him again in losers. Hatara, all they have to do is just win 1 set to make it out. So, if you can think Arcturon's going to be able to win this set twice, go ahead and vote for him. If you think Hatara can win it in the 3 games, go ahead and vote for him. Alright, we got about 20 seconds left on the betting here. We got a lot on Hatara's side. Nobody voting on the whale. I think we know who's got the fans in this chat tonight. But yeah, this has been fun. So I was kind of initially a little weary of running hard mode weeklies because I'm not sure how much interest would be in it. But I'm definitely down to do this again sometime. Like I said, try it in different types of formats and, you know, the like. But like I said, next week I already have planned. We are going to go back to vanilla, and we'll talk a little bit about next week's rule set after the tournament's over. Okay, so we know that he can at least survive a crit body press. That's pretty good. Alright, so Hitara taking game number 1 after surviving the crit body press. Alright, Tail Lash is definitely not the move Arcturon wants to use in this matchup. We know Hitara has no anger, but its guts rate's pretty fast enough that it doesn't really need anger to function. Obviously, it's been doing pretty well all night. This is definitely going to be a kill. It's just up to whether or not Arcturon grits, and he doesn't. So Hitara up 2-0 so far. Alright, 1-2 right off the bat, so Arcturon's going to kind of have a pretty decent guts lead here on the crackback. Not going to kill, could proc power, no power. Hitara's really close, it just needs one more hit. Goes for the wave riding, does it survive? It does survive on 612 life. Alright, does proc power, does not need power at this point. Goes for the power bite, 389 damage, no grit. Hitara, very quick grand finals, straight 3-0. Congratulations, GOAT, for winning this week's Macho Thursdays. No need for a rematch here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket. That was fun. Really quick grand finals there. Oh, let's go ahead and end this tournament and see how everyone did. Alright, let's go all the way down here. So, tied for 9th place, we've got Astro Man, Birdo, Chicken Go, I almost said Chicken Go Home. Chicken Got Hands, Laputa, Nick Ribcage, UOFOO, and Will I Am. Coming in at 8th place, we got... Huh. What? I guess it's just because of... Oh. That's probably what we need to do. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, let's try that again. There we go. This is making a little bit more sense. So it's 17th, Astroman, Birdo, Chicken Got Hands, Laputa, Nick, UOFOO, and Will I Am. At 13th, we got Dig Dug, Fruit Punch,
It's seriously steamed.
Gulag, and Hyperiton. Sharing 9th place, we got Beak, Chibi Robo, Darude, Out for a Rip. Sharing 7th place, we got Eat That Joint and Golden Brown, so congratulations, you two on top 8. Kid Presentable, Mr. Givebird at 5th place, congratulations, you two on top 8. Kiryu, Volimar, Arcturon, and then finally, our champion for the night, Hitara. Congratulations again, GOAT, for top 8, and everyone else who made top 8 too. So that was fun. Oh, Nash. Yeah, congratulations everyone. Look at that. 5-0, went completely undefeated tonight. So, next week, we're going to run kind of a different format. I haven't ran on the weekly yet. We're going to do all 300s. So, if you don't know what all 300s is, it's also called 300 Cup every now and again, and Freya's calling it Triple A in her league, I believe. But yeah, we're running all 300s format, which is your monster has to have all 300s and all 300 and all of its stats. So it's kind of like a mini max stats format. It's a pretty fun format to play every once in a while. It was really popular in Japan a couple years ago, which is where I kind of picked it up and I brought it over here, and with the 300 Cup and a couple other people started running it too. Is 200's Metalner? You know what? Fuck it. We'll do that. We'll do all 200s Metalner as legal, sure. Now, the nice thing about 300 Cup is because the stat cap is so low, pretty much all you have to do is just breed the text down for the text that you want, and you can finish it in maybe an hour or two. I don't know. It's pretty easy format to build for, so I'll go ahead and get the signups posted for that sometime soon. We can do all 200s Metalner. But before I head off, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. Did want to raid Unholy earlier, but I think he's out of it for tonight. So... Oh, okay, Evie's streaming. You can go ahead and raid them. So we're going to go ahead and raid a friend of the Monster Rancher community, Evie King. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Really fun night. Was glad to be back. Love y'all. I'll see you next week for all 300s format. So yeah, see you then.